Wow, look at that.
Illusion left, right, and center.
This size is incredible. It is huge. What's up everyone, I'm Chris. We got Steph behind the camera and we're hungry to travel. We are continuing our street food tour here in Oaxaca City, and today we're gonna be bringing you around town tasting a ton of traditional Oaxacan foods at some local spots. This is gonna be a delicious one, so let's get eating. Come on. So we are here for breakfast at a local mercado here in Oaxaca City at Letty's Tamales to try a Oaxacan tamale. Now this is different than other tamales that we've had because it's actually wrapped in a banana leaf and cooked, which is different than the corn husks usually. This looks good. Let's see what's inside. Wow, so you can see how thick this banana leaf is here. Oh, and it's quite steamy. Wow, oh my goodness, look at that. So we got our tamale with mole negro. So that super complex sauce, which Oaxaca is known for, that mole, but we got the black mole in here. And just look at that. It's much more square than your usual cylinder cone-shaped tamales. This tamale is huge and it's actually quite oily. You can see it has a bit of like an orange oil to it. Ooh, a bit spicy. So our mole tamale actually has chicken in it as well, pollo. And a tamale is made with corn flour, steamed as well. And look at the black color of that mole in there.
So
wow, so dark. Oh, look at all that chicken in there. Holy moly, it's packed with chicken. Look at that. First bite of the day. Wow, that mole is incredibly rich and flavorful. Slightly spicy as well. Oh, but just so tasty. The chicken adds such a nice protein flavor to that. And the corn flour actually is super soft. It's much finer than the tamales that we've had before. And almost just crumbles. A bit mushy. But very, very light actually. Rico, more rico. Oh, the mole? Oh, very delicioso. I think the star is 100% that mole negro. Oh my goodness. Such a complex flavor. It's almost undescribable how it tastes. It's sweet, it's salty, it's a slightly tangy, but just goes perfect with the corn flour. You can see how dark and black this mole is. It almost has a chocolatey flavor to that as well. Slight cacao flavor. And just look at all that chicken. So tasty. Ah, pork. Tortilla.
tortilla. Muchas gracias. Wow. Gracias. Look at all that mole. So here we have our beautiful plate of enchiladas. Now this is a very traditional Oaxacan dish of enchiladas just smothered in black mole negro. And now that is one of the, if not actually the most popular and famous mole here in Oaxaca. You can just see by the color of it is just so rich and dark and chocolatey. Oh my gosh, this looks incredible. And the smell, it's such a hard smell to define this mole sometimes because it's just such a complex sauce, but we got ours full of pork, so let's just dig right in. Just look at how thick that sauce is. It doesn't even come off the fork practically. Oh wow. And you can just see how it's almost grainy actually, just how rich and chocolatey the sauce is. Okay, let's dig in to this enchilada. Oh, wow, the tortilla is so nice and soft, with just a little crisp to it. And look at all that nice succulent pork in there. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. Mole negro in Oaxaca. Oh my gosh, the flavors out of this world. The flavor of the black mole is just so rich. The sauce itself has a little bit of a grain to it, but it's also just a little bit velvety. It's thick, it's chocolatey, but it's got a spice to it as well. It's got a nice kick to it. I think there's a few different chilies in there, at least 20 to 30 ingredients. So it's just honestly bursting with flavor. That pork that's in there in the enchilada is so nice and tender. You can see there are, let me get some of this out for you, big chunks of that pork there. Just look at that. It's nice and juicy and tender, and it's like a pulled pork. The salty savoriness of the pork with the richness of the sauce is just a perfect combo. Let's get a nice bite with some of this fresh queso and some of this lettuce here. Oh. Gotta get a dip every time. It's a messy one. The greens add a nice freshness to it, and the queso, a little bit of creaminess to the top of it too. Let's just look inside because I think she put a ton of mole in here. Oh my gosh. Just look at all that extra mole that she put inside of there. And you can just see all the pork. Oh, look how juicy and tender it is in there. Oh my gosh, there's so much pork juice. Just look at that. I just can't believe how much mole is in these enchiladas. She just completely drowned the whole dish in it, which is incredible. The flavor of the moles here in Mexico, each one is so unique because there's just so many different ingredients that goes into them, like anywhere from 20 to 50. With chocolate being such an important part of Oaxacan culture, you can really taste it in their mole, and no two moles are ever alike, so it's a very interesting and versatile sauce. And a lot of people learn how to make them from their grandmothers or mothers, which is where the owner of this restaurant, Celia, she learned all the cooking from her mother and grandmother and opened this restaurant 30 years ago. So all the recipes here are just very traditional Oaxacan recipes. And the mole negro is honestly something truly special that you have to try when you're here because it is one of the signature dishes that Oaxaca is known for. And I can see why, because this is honestly just so rich and flavorful. It's, I don't know, just unlike anything other. The mole here in Mexico is just on another level. Just really can't get enough of it.
Our next stop is here at Tortilleria Moneda for some Oaxaca corn tortilla dishes. This is gonna be delicious. Hola. So here at this tortilleria, they focus on all things corn-based, especially their corn tortillas. And here they have 3 different types of corn, and they use it to make different types of the tortilla dishes. So we have a blue corn, a white corn, a blanco, as well as a red corn too. So cool, so many different types of corn. And here we have pure lime. So when this is added to water and then the corn kernels are added to that mixture, it helps the kernel release the hull. So then they use that mixture to make the masa dough, which we have here. Look at this. This is super heavy as well. There's 3 types of corn dough here. The blue, the pink, and the white. So cool. And with that, we're gonna make some tortillas and some tortilla-based dishes. You can see here the difference between the corn that's been through that lime mixture and the corn kernel. Look how much bigger those corns without the hull are now. Oh my goodness, they are huge compared to that. So cool.
Full of nutrients.
Full of nutrients. Wow. Tri-color tortilla, wow. Squash blossom flower, wow, bellissimo.
Quesillo.
Wow, so beautiful.
Oh, sí.
Bellissimo.
Bonito.
Perfecto. Un agua. Jamaica.
Hoja santa.
Ah, hoja santa. Hoja santa.
Hoja santa. Beans.
Ah, frijoles.
Ajá, frijol.
Wow.
Estamos. Queso. Aquí está sal.
Crema?
Crema.
We have our tortilla feast here. So we have 3 different things here. We have the tlacoyos with that pepper leaf. It looks gorgeous with that queso and that crema on the top there. So cool. We have the tetela, which is the beautiful triangle tortilla, triple tortilla with that squash blossom flower grilled right into the center there with the quesillo cheese inside. And here we have a special taco of bone marrow. You can see that. Look at all that bone marrow. I can't wait to scoop that out and put it all over this tortilla. But I wanna start with the tetela here because it's cheesy and just look how beautiful that is. Okay, here we go. Ooh, it is so hot too. The flavor of the corn is just exploding. It really has a strong flavor of corn. It's so cool because that bite, I had 2 different corn flours in that bite. It's so fresh tasting and so cheesy on the inside there. That stringy Oaxaca cheese, it's like ultra creamy. Oh my goodness, steaming hot. And I think we have some salsa here to put on to give it some flavor. The salsa looks so thick, look at that. Okay, let's get some of that on. Our tetela here. Let's try the salsa out. Oh, that is super spicy. There's a lot of chili seeds in that bite. And that squash blossom flower It's not very floral tasting. It almost tastes just like squash. So unique with the triple corn tortilla there. And again, just so beautiful. So moving on, we have our tlacoyos here with frijoles, the refried beans on the inside. And I love how it's also wrapped with that Mexican pepper leaf. It's so green. Oh wow, that pepper leaf, it's actually really interesting tasting. It's got quite a bit of like a herby flavor, but with the frijoles on the inside, super hearty and tasty. I love the shape of the tlacoyos with that cheese on top as well. So creamy. That pepper leaf really just gives us such a unique flavor. Last up is our bone marrow taco, so let's scoop out the bone marrow into the taco. Look at the size of this bone. Oh my goodness, it is huge. And look at all of that delicious bone marrow on the inside there. Okay, let's scoop this out. Oh, so soft, you can see. Oh yeah. Wow, look at that. So buttery. Oh my goodness. Just look how dripping that is. Look at that. Wow, so much bone marrow on this taco here, and we have it with rice, cilantro, and onion as well. But let's just put a tiny bit of that super picante spicy salsa on there for flavor. Okay, let's take a nice bite here. And I love again that dual colored tortilla there. Bone marrow taco bite. That bone marrow is incredibly soft, buttery, just melts in my mouth and has such a nice flavor of the onions, beefy. That is incredible. Muy rico, riquísimo. Oh my goodness, this is outrageous. Never had a taco like this before. The use of rice in this taco as well is so unique. It adds an extra carb flavor to the taco, but to be honest, that bone marrow is the star of the taco. And it has been a wonderful experience here, getting to see the entire masa process, that corn flour process, and all of the food here is just so fresh. All the tortillas handmade with all those 3 different corn flours, just amazing. And bone marrow taco, out of this world. This is Oaxacan cuisine at its finest. So good.
Pero son en bolsa, ¿está bien?
Son en bolsa.
O sea, y con quesillo, pero no, sin zanahoria, sí. ¿Qué me gusta?
¿A qué hora te la sopa? Sí. ¿Una o las dos?
Sí.
Sí, pero es lo que le puedo estar una cosa ¿con hielo? ¿Con hielo?
Sí.
We're here at El Pasito, which is a legendary spot for a very Oaxacan antojito called piedrazo. We've also got a very Oaxacan style horchata, which is horchata con tuna. So it's got that prickly pear cactus fruit on the top there, and just look at the color on that. So red, and there's also walnuts and some other fruit that they put on top. I think maybe pineapple or something like that. But this antojito here is extremely unique in Oaxaca. It's made from dehydrated bread. So really hard, crusty bread that they dip in vinegar and then cover with pickled vegetables, Oaxaca cheese, that quesillo, as well as sprinkled chili on top. So it's very unique and very interesting. Just look at this dish. Look at this bread here. It's gone so soft from that vinegar. It's just completely soaked it up. That bread was like rock hard before she soaked it in there. Just look at that. And lots of chili powder on top. Oh, and the quesillo. Nice big bite with everything there. We've got the bread, chili powder, pickled veggies, that quesillo. Oh, that is funky. So everything has a really strong flavor of vinegar. Oh my goodness. It's got a fruitiness to it because it is a homemade fruit vinegar, but it is still very strong and super vinegary. And because the bread has soaked it all up, when you bite into it, it's like a vinegar sponge. I actually didn't really taste the quesillo because I think it just gets overpowered by the vinegar. But on its own, that is some good quesillo. This is definitely a unique Oaxacan specialty, that is for sure. Very, very interesting. I think what we need though is to balance it out with this delicious looking horchata con tuna. Oh my gosh. Oh, that prickly pear on top is so good. And let's just get a little mix of the colors here. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, this is full to the brim. We love horchata here in Mexico, so add some prickly pear to that. Oh, those nuts on top too. Okay, the flavor of that is incredible. You have the milkiness and that cinnamon flavor from the horchata, but the sweetness of the prickly pear just gives it a nice fruit flavor as well. That's delicious. Even got some nice fresh cantaloupe in there. I'm loving this. Piedrazo translates to stone, referring to that super rock hard piece of bread. There's a few different pickled veggies in here. We've got potato, carrot, onion, as well as a hot looking pepper. There's no fruit in the dish. The fruit is just in the vinegar itself. But I do like the addition of the cheese. It kind of mellows it out, if that makes sense a little bit, just to add something different than all the pickledness of the veggies and the bread. But it's also perfect to go with this sweet drink because I think you really need something to balance it out. Definitely a good combo and definitely very uniquely Oaxacan.
Frijoles? Quesillo.
Quesillo.
Wow.
Acción. Buena actriz, fresquito, Oscar.
We are here for a very traditional Oaxacan tostada covered in chapulines, which are grasshoppers. Now these are more prevalent here than anywhere else in the country. And of course we have to get a nice beer to go with it because this is really the type of food that you need a nice, cold, refreshing beer to break through a pile of grasshoppers. So we got a nice local Tecate.
That looks refreshing.
Cheers. Oh. Okay, that is definitely what we needed today because it is a hot day walking around Oaxaca. Nothing is more refreshing than an ice cold beer. I forgot to mention that to go with our chapuline tostada, we got a bowl of chapulines to go with it. So I feel like it's only appropriate to load this bad boy up. So let's add some more on top of here. Let's get a nice pile of these on there. Oh my god, this thing is huge. And the tostada is already covered with frijoles on the bottom, lettuce, quesillo cheese, and then obviously chapulines on chapulines on chapulines. So I think that looks pretty good there. I think we've got a nice pile of chapulines. I really don't know how I'm actually gonna go about this. So let's just do it. It's a good job. This tostada is nice and hard and crunchy because there's no way it would hold the weight of all these chapulines. All right. Cheers. That is a big tostada. Okay, this thing is loaded with ingredients. You can see how thick the cheese layer is there, and then we have a nice big layer of the chapulines on top. And honestly, it's really flavorful. The frijoles on the bottom are nice. Got a crunchiness from the lettuce, the cheesiness and richness from the cheese. That fresh quesillo is actually so flavorful, and the chapulines on top actually have quite a strong flavor. When you bite into them, because it's so big and it's so close to your nose, you can really smell them. But they have a nice texture. They're a bit crunchy, they're fried, so they're crispy, but they're super salty and don't really have any distinct flavors like chili or garlic or anything like that. But oh my gosh, I just can't get over how massive this is. Well, there's them left, right, and center. That tostada on the bottom is so crunchy. This is insane. As with most things in Mexico, we have a few different sides to put on, so we definitely need to get a squeeze of some lime on there. We've also got some pickled onions, so let's get a few of those on top. And then we've also got some nice fresh guacamole to put on there. Oh, look at that color. Now we've got our chapulines tostada a la todo, aka everything. Oh, that guacamole on top is so good. And the lime juice really adds a freshness to it.
Oh man, those grasshoppers are jumping off your tostada.
They really are. I feel like this is honestly the ultimate Oaxacan dish. We've got the Oaxacan cheese, which we absolutely love, and these chapulines, the grasshoppers jumping around, are a very Oaxacan delicacy. Super tasty, super unique. Really happy to try this. So massive. Definitely not an easy thing to eat. Oh, perfect combo. They're definitely some good chapulines.
We are wrapping up our food tour here in Oaxaca with the most popular Oaxacan street food, tlayudas. This is special.
La oaxaqueña.
Frijoles.
Frijol.
Oaxacan quesillo.
Quesillo.
Mucho quesillo.
Quesillo, mira. Le pongo salsa.
Ah, tasajo. Sí. Spicy salsa.
Es la salsa.
Ah,
Este
sí.
es el guacamole.
Guacamole.
Chapulín.
Ah, chapulines.
Chapulines.
Ah, chorizo. Ah. We are here at Tlayudas Doña Luchita for this Tlayudas. Now look how big this is. This is like an extra large pizza size. There are so many toppings here, and this is the La Oaxaqueña. So we have Oaxaca chorizo, we have chapulines, which are the grasshoppers. We have some onions here, as well as tasajo, which is that really thin sliced beef, that skirt steak that's like dried almost. So it's almost like a jerky, but this is huge. There's also the Oaxacan cheese on there, that's string cheese. And like, this is, I don't even know how to go about this. This is a specialty here. And just look at this. It's so paper thin as well with that tortilla on the bottom. Just look at that. But just, this size is incredible. It is huge. We have guacamole and salsa on there too, and it's all spread with frijoles, that refried bean too. So let's take a nice big piece of this. Wow, look at that. So crispy and cheesy and just full of ingredients. All right, let's give this a try first. Oh my gosh, that is ultra crispy. Oh. So much flavor, so cheesy, and I think what you're supposed to do is just take pieces of the meat. That beef, oh my gosh. Tasajo, it has the flavor from the grill. Just so charred, that goes so well with this. This is amazing. Just look at this tasajo. It is just so thin, oh my gosh. And to be honest, still pretty juicy and tender. So beefy, cooked to perfection, and again, just you can taste the flavor of the grill there. Oh, riquísimo.
Okay.
Riquísimo, amigo.
Okay.
Oh, delicioso. Oh, this is amazing. La Oaxaqueña, just incredible. Let's dig into some of these other ingredients. Oh. And we have our string of chorizo balls there. Look at that, grilled so nicely.
So orange.
So orange, and it smells like that perfectly grilled sausage. Okay. Oh. Chorizo is always so delicious. So red and spiced on the inside. So much flavor, that pork. It's just literally a flavor bomb with all of these ingredients. There's so much going on here, and I'm just loving this. It's so big. Look, I've been eating this for, you know, a couple minutes now, and there's still so much left. I'm glad I have Steph to help me out, but Tlayudas, again, is like the epitome of Oaxaca street food. It is so popular. You can find street food stalls all over the city selling this, and we can see why, because they're so versatile. You can put so many different ingredients on. You can have them folded or open faced, like here at Doña Luchita. They do them open as well. And again, you can have so many different ingredients, like these chapulines. Look at that.
Oaxacan.
So Oaxacan. Chapulines is always just the best. Crispy, fried, a bit salty. This is amazing. Tlayudas Doña Luchita has been around for over 23 years, so it's so nice to come here to try our first tlayudas because they do it so nice, like I was saying, with this open face like this, and all these different ingredients with this La Oaxaqueña. And of course, because we have all these ingredients, we gotta end with an ultimate tlayudas bite. Get some of that onion and the pepper there too. Oh my goodness. Again, this has been an experience. Definitely something you have to taste when you're here in Oaxaca. Get some guacamole on there. And oh, this is hot salsa. Wow. Okay, ultimate tlayudas bite to finish our night. Cheers.